fuck, man. I have an audition in like 45 minutes. I just got it. Gotta wash this hair. I should arrive right when my audition is, which sucks because it's a little hard to park in the neighborhood I'm going to, but also like they gave me very little notice on this one and it is not right next to my house, so you know, that's all I got. I was gonna take my cousin's headshots today, so I set an alarm, got up early, then she sent me a text being like, I feel too fat and insecure to do this today, and it's like, alright, I get that, but like, babe, I got up early for you, like, fuck, that's annoying. So then I fell back asleep and then I woke up with the call saying to go to this, which is cool. Again, so happy to be back in the mix, but like, fuck yeah, this thing does rob you of your freedom and your day. I'm still okay with it though, like genuinely, super stoked. The audition I'm going to though says everybody needs to be mixed race. And I'm obviously not. I'm very impressed that this guy was able to get me this audition despite the fact that I am entirely white. And if asked, I don't know, will I lie? Is that fucked up? People have often thought I'm part Asian, but like, oh fuck, you know, I don't want to claim to be something I'm not. Isn't just me enough? Fuck. This is kind of cool, starting my day without the chance to like sit there and overthink shit. And this audition place is right by my favorite little Asian bowl restaurant, so you know I just hit that up. My neighbor wants to get some pictures for her clothing line / animal organization, so I'm gonna go take those with her right now, back at my place. I forgot this about commercial auditions because I haven't been going on them for 2 years or 3 years.
Thanks for tuning in.
They often ask you for a personal story, and when it's music, I'm like, yeah, hip music. But I was playing a professor, which I didn't know. So then now I'm like, should I have said my musical taste more like professorly? But whatever. I'll tell you the story I told them in a minute. Okay, so the story that I told at that audition was about the time that I snuck into the Hollywood Bowl and Paul McCartney was playing and my dad had tickets. So I knew where my dad was sitting. I literally scaled the mountain behind the Hollywood Bowl and then jumped in and found his seat and then just sat down next to him and was like, what's up? And he was like, what are you doing here? And I was like, I just snuck in, like, but I think it was at that one where a security guard actually stopped us when we jumped in. Me and Dylan went together, and because he saw us, he was like, hey, you guys, and he was like, oh, yeah, I saw you sneak in, so you gotta come with me, and then turns his back. And so we just took off into the crowd, and he couldn't find us. It was dope. And then I got to watch a fucking Paul McCartney show with my dad for free. It was really cool. So that's the story I told. But I think I also was like 5 years ago, you know, which is an underestimation. It was over 5 years ago. But I was like, I feel like that just aged me in that audition. But I was playing a professor, so maybe it doesn't matter if I've been aged. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta get ready for this little shoot on my day. Little shoot.
And I have to get your Instagram too. No. Yeah. Yeah. Really good. Yeah. Am I Pixar and you can choose?
Yep.
Like these are
Just looks so clean. That's why it's so frizzed out. think it looks better like this. Whatever. It's official! I have all of my travel booked for my Europe trip now. Oh my god, I can't believe how fucking long that took me to figure out. But today it just kind of all fell in line. I didn't give up, and I got everything figured out. The only thing I couldn't book this far in advance is my overnight train from Berlin to Budapest. So as long as I don't forget to do that, we are all good. I got my flight back, so I'm doing London, Paris, Barcelona, Berlin, and Budapest. I am so stoked. It's gonna be so much fun. I do still have to figure out my Airbnbs and stuff, but you know, that's exciting. That part is exciting, and it requires a different type of research. But I have, like, the bones of this thing in place. Like, woo woo! Yeah! It's gonna be really fun. I'm so excited. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's now midnight, and I've booked all my accommodations. All the places I'm gonna stay. I'm really excited. I had to research neighborhoods and stuff, which is fun and cool and gets me jazzed for the trip, because I'm like, ooh, can't wait to check this out. Can't wait to check that out. The only place I didn't book was Berlin, because I have a friend there. I don't remember where he lives. And there's tons of places to stay. It's not scarce, and they're really affordable. So I'm cool with that. I just gotta get that train and that last place in Berlin, and I'm good as gone, guys. Good as gone. I always think about what would happen, you know, if something happened. I was almost abducted in Amsterdam once. I believe I would have been human trafficked, which is so terrifying, and I'm so lucky that that didn't happen. That's a whole other story for a whole nother night, but you gotta be safe when traveling. I've never been to Barcelona before, and that's a pretty high-risk place, so gotta keep that in mind. Make sure I travel safely. You know, be smart. Fuck, it's 2 a.m. now. I decided to stay awake so I could get even more shit done, because there's way more I was supposed to do today. But instead I've just stayed up and not gotten much more done at all. How did this happen? Fuck, I should have gone to bed.